Hi, today we're going to be looking at ripping out this whole bathroom and preparing it ready for the new one. I'll try and film what we can to show you and help you along your journey, and then once we've got to points, I'll try and give you some tips, and we'll hopefully end up with a beautiful bathroom at the end of it. But we're going to start off by taking out the shower, so we need to isolate the electrics and the water and rip it out, and apparently there's a window behind there. You can see it outside, but we can't see it inside, so we'll get cracking. So we've got the shower out, and now we're assessing the walls. We've taken the tiles off, but I'll show you what's happened. We've got old plaster, new plaster. So what we've got to do is, some of this old plaster hasn't really keyed very well to the old wall because we've gone over paint. I can't really tell if it's been PVA'd back when it was done, but I think what we'll do, we'll have to scratch it all off, prime it, bit of bonding coat in there, but most of all we just need to find what we got and then deal with it. Here's the window we talked about. Definitely need some TLC, but we'll just stay calm and we'll work out what we've got to do. All right. We're going to put some isolation valves on the hot and colds. We're going to paste up the fittings. I like to put a little bit just on the inside or where the olive joins onto. There's no point flooding it with loads because it's only going to go down the pipe. Probably block mesh on the taps or which will affect the flow. And then you'll be taking it apart again and cleaning it all out. So yeah, a little bit on the bottom of the thread. Put my nuts back on. if you have the chance to put the bit of pipe in first before you need to connect the second one, I recommend you do it. So why struggle in the corner when all we need to do is keep it nice and simple here. Right, nice and tight. Now we're going to come down here. This is going to be a boxing at the end of the bath, so we're going to isolate, and it's always nice to have the isolation valves, and we'll be able to work on the bathroom without having to turn the water off again. Especially now here, the neighbours is a shared water mains, and the stopcock is not easy to get to. So it's going to be about that angle. I'll turn the camera off now, tighten it up, and then we'll work from there. Hi again, today we're altering the radiator pipes. We have to chase them into the wall so they're not on show, as they've changed levels in this house, older house. So we've got to turn the boiler off, get the hose on the drain off valve. Thankfully we've got a nice new one under the boiler. Sometimes they like to drip, so I put a rag underneath just to catch any, but today it's bone dry, which is nice. And then of course we run the pipe outside, ideally get it into a drain, because you don't want to go marking your path, your driveway with some mucky water. So I'm going to go upstairs, open all the bleed keys on the radiators to let air in, which lets the water out. And then when we cut the pipes, we won't have much water, but we'll catch any dribbles with a rag or a wet hoover. Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Cheers. So once you caught any drips, if it needed to in the bucket, I would do the bleed key back up, take the radiator off, shake any water out that's left in it, and flip it upside down. And then you know you're not going to get any drips when we carry the rad outside, down any carpets or floors. I've got my little rubber bucket.
Let's go further down so we can.
Push it down, just get a bit of water out. Then I tend to have a 15mm speed fit cap. Just in case something else dribbles out. And then we'll do the same on this one. We're going to let it cool down a little bit before we start touching it to avoid cracking any solder. I use my flux brush to gently touch it, give it its initial cool down. Try not to breathe in the smoke. And a damp rag over the top. And we're going to clean off any solder and flux. Job's a good one. Next one's bent up. You can see it's slightly going uphill, so when it comes down past the joist, the pull bend doesn't get caught on the hole, and that way I can go lower, and then it kicks up, pointing up to the pipe. A bit like that. And it's coming uphill to our pipe, and it's nice and free. Then I'll just put a little clip on the pipe to hold it in place. Of course I've moved my clip. Oh, it's in use. I'll get another one. So I'm ready to solder here. I've placed my aluminium plate against the joist so we don't burn the joist. And we've wedged a little air gap with my little bit of tapered down copper. Works brilliantly for holding it. So heat on the front of the fitting. We're going to touch the solder on the back of the fitting. If it melts from the back, we know the heat is transferred all the way around, and then we can see the solder run around to the heat. Do the same again on this one. Little touch, you can see it pull around and get drawn into the fitting. Wipe any drips, and then we're going to cool it down as we do normally. Take care not to burn yourself. These get so hot. Checking now that the pipes are nice and level. So I mean, I'm using my laser, but we can always just put a level across it so they're nicely in the right place. It saves for issues when hanging the towel rail. Cool. heating system. So we've got an ideal. We have done up the drain-off valve. Right, so underneath here, we've got on this one blue and a green, sometimes they're blue and blue. Cold main is to go up horizontal, and then we can.
Then there's one to put water into the heating system. We'll watch the gauge. Look at that one. I'll take a look around and check all our fittings that we've just put in.
Okay, nearly there. Yeah, let it keep going. Little left one, and we'll just turn that off. Back across, and then that other blue one needs to be turned down when we're finished. Otherwise you won't have any hot water. So here's the pipes that we chased in the wall. Instead of them coming up high and having a bleed key, don't need to on a modern system because the air's just going to rise anyway to the radiators throughout the rest of the house. And so if you look at that, they're going to be buried in, and we're tiling half height all the way around, and then full height. Today I've got the timber frame just started. As we need to decide where we're going to have the niche and put the shower controls. So once they arrive, we'll go through that with the customer and find out how they want to balance it all out. You want to carry on? Bro?